Ito na ang talakayan sa isyu ng bayan kung saan kasama ang boses ng mamamayan. Sa Day 30 na impeachment trial ni Vice President Sara Duterte, nabulat-lat ang umano'y conflict of interest ni Atty. Michael Powa ng defense team.
Nagpunta raw kasi si Powa sa Commission on Audit para makipag-usap tungkol sa umano'y audit query. Makakausap natin ang legal expert na si Atty. Rufino Policarpio III. Magandang umaga po, Attorney. Welcome po sa 13 Mornings.
Yes, good morning to you, Eve, and Daniel, at sa ating mga taga-subaybay. Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat.
Attorney, si Ezra po yung kasama ko ngayon.
Si Ezra po ito, Attorney. Opo. Sir, para lang po mas maintindihan natin, paki-explain po ang audit query at audit observation memorandum.
Yes, strictly speaking, yung conduct na ginawa ng defense, no, ni Attorney Michael Powa is not proper. No, and as was discussed earlier, hindi naman siya strictly speaking conflict of interest, but it is highly improper for Attorney Powa to have acted in that way. No, it is not, it's not a conduct that is acceptable because there is an attempt, no, to influence or to obstruct or to interfere with the audit process. No? So it is actually an evidence that is against the defense for its attempt, no, to interfere with the audit process. And it is something that should be explained by the defense in due time. So again, as our presiding officer mentioned, Attorney Powa is not the one, is not a respondent in this impeachment trial, but then his actions during his stay at the Office of the Vice President was highly questionable, or shall we say improper.
Ito, Attorney Penny, naging paulit-ulit po yung tanungan kahapon doon tungkol doon sa dapat daw bang pangalanan yung mga confidential agents, pwede rin po daw ba na gamitin na yung mga alias, no? Ano pong masasabi niyo rito, Attorney Penny, sa mga lumabas na ito?
Okay, ang findings ng COA is meron silang non-compliance, no, and it's not just a matter of naming the confidential names or the persons, no, but it is really the overall conduct of the Office of the Vice President that resulted in the audit observation memo, later on the suspension notice, and then the disallowance notice, no. So that issue is actually not really that essential in the sense that it is only part of the bigger picture, the whole process, no. But ang mahalagang makita natin dito ay yung bakit hindi nakakomply ang Office of the Vice President dun sa inihingi ng mga auditor for the proper liquidation or the proper justification or reports of the Office of the Vice President. So there is a lot of explaining to do on the part of the Office of the Vice President or the defense on why they were not able to follow or comply with the law. And that is something that is now a big burden on the part of the defense to explain that or to present that in due time.
Okay.
Attorney, issue po sa impeachment yung kulang ng mga dokumento na napasa sa COA. Nag-shift po ba ang burden of proof kapag ang government agency is nag-fail to properly liquidate documents?
Yes, that was brought out very clearly yesterday, no, that because of based on the testimony of Attorney Wamil of COA, and of course the testimony that established the lack of compliance by the Office of the Vice President, there is now a presumption, or shall we say a prima facie evidence of misuse or personal use of the funds. So maliwanag yan dahil sa paglabag or hindi pagsunod ng Office of the Vice President sa JC 2015-01. Nagkaroon na ngayon ng presumption. And that is why the burden shifts heavily now against the defense to be able to explain that and to be able to disprove, the presumption that is now existing against them.
Attorney Penny, anong masabi niyo naman dun sa yung impeachment court inaprubahan po yung marking ng affidavit po ni Arturo Las Cañas. Controversial din po itong usapin na ito.
Yes. Well, the marking of that document is actually part of the testimony of the witness. So it is not marked really to per se, no, to admit necessarily the veracity or the content of those affidavit, but really just to as part of the testimony of the witness who identified that particular document.
Yan,
Okay.
okay. Maraming salamat po, Attorney Rufino Policarpio III.
Thank you very much po, and
Thank you, sir.
good day.